Okay, here we are again. 1 minute left, and then it is time for maybe a little bit of spice on the chart because we have some high impact news coming up. How are you all doing? Okay. Boom. So what do we have going on, right? So here at 2:30 p.m. Central European Time, Wednesday, December 11th, which is today, in let's see, to be exact, 18, 17, 16 seconds. We have some high impact news, so let's see if it does anything to the chart, shall we? Hopefully you're having a good day so far. A profitable trading day so far. And just make sure that when the news hits right now, you have managed everything accordingly. And hopefully you won't find yourself on the wrong side, right? So be patient because price might be more volatile than usual. That was my alarm, by the way. So let's see what we get, shall we? Yeah, turn off the music. In today's live stream, of course, we're going to cover Elliott waves, as always, both on Bitcoin as well as on some alts. All right, so the video of yesterday, let me refresh this. I updated the titles. This is the one that we have right now. But then here is some of the alts yesterday and 5 days ago and etc. Right? So we usually cover the higher time frames. If your alt was covered recently, make sure to check out the recent content. But in this live stream, we will cover some alts as well. I'll be online for about an hour, I suppose. My wife's mom, her sister, and a family friend are still in France. They are from South Africa. And they are going to visit Monaco later today and have dinner there. And I will join them after the stream. Yeah, very, very nice. I'll be in Monaco later today. And then, of course, tomorrow is going to be a new update in the morning. But I am very interested to see what price is going to do around this time now as we have the news as well. So let's observe price action together and, of course, analyze the waves on the different charts. So welcome everyone, and Mr. Birabit, also known as Rabbit. Oh wait, let me zoom out here. There we go. Interestingly, your name here, the GIF just falls out of my window. Can I? It doesn't work. But White Rabbit Trading, man, Birabit. Congratulations on reaching 100 subscribers on your channel, man. It went quick. Oh, it went quick. Congratulations. Next goal, 1K. Exactly. Thanks for the 5 gifted, dude. RJ69, Marcel Remy, Martina, Bruno Castro, and Redman. Make sure to fill in the form here. Let me quickly get it for you guys. And then we will bump you up to the silver membership because the gift is bronze. Oh, there we go. Now it's there. So thanks, mate. Good to hear that you're doing good, both in trading and YouTube, of course. Jeffrey Stonesfur, welcome. Good morning. Edalol, Mano Nespro, what's up? El Duderino, DE, welcome. Mr. Brownbug, man, how are you doing? It's been a while. How's business? B Channel, what's up? About Koen's finger in the banner. Yeah, my editor asked me, can you pull a couple of faces and use your arms? And then that's what I did. So you can, it's people can use it on the thumbnails. So we can. Crash Course, welcome. Samith, good to have you here, man. And I told El Broncos, I tried to translate the message just to make sure that he understood. Oh, he actually wrote me a message, El Broncos. Yeah. So apparently it's a friend of his that does a good job, and I just said you're free to share, whatever you're using. So no worries. So let's see in the Elliott Waves channel. No. Christy keeping an eye on the news as well. So no, all good. Mr. Brownberg, a patient goes to the your finger is broken. Nice one. Dad jokes, yo. Hi guys, any scenario where we directly go past resistance at 100k? Yes. I actually I put it on my chart before the stream just in case, because I was wondering, I saw this move to the upside and I was like, what if this is a multi 1-2? Oh, I just want to be prepared just in case. So yes, I do have a scenario that represents a move directly up to 100, which is this one. I didn't even give it a title. It would then need to be a triangle of sorts. So you need a 3, 3, and then of course 3, 3, and then wave E also. Now wave B, it's not a great zigzag, but you know, like if you forget a bit about the sub wave structure of B, for example, here, and your E is likely complex, which isn't great probabilities, but still, this would then be what I'd be looking for, a bigger triangle. So yeah, question answered. How was your skiing? Was great. Thanks for asking, Lauren. No, it was awesome. I mean, Isola 2000, such a great area and nearby. It's not big. It's not like a big skiing area. It doesn't have connections with other areas. But it is big enough for a couple of days, and it is big enough to go back for a couple of weekends in a year, for example, right? So it's great fun. It's only 1 hour, 44 minutes. And that's only the first ski resort. I can imagine that if we drive 15 minutes further or maybe 30 minutes further, we're going to be in another skiing area in the Alps. So damn, man, it was a surprise to me. We had a skiing area nearby, so close to home, and positively surprised because I used to be a snowboard instructor back in the day. And I love snowboarding. And now it's like almost like a stone throw distance away. You know what I mean? From the Netherlands, it's hours of driving, or you got to fly or stuff. And then here in France, a couple of hours, I'm on the mountain. You know, so easy. I did needed a little bit of a warm up though. So I took it easy. At least that's what I always tell myself. I'm like, okay, Koen, you know, you haven't been on a board for a while. First time this season, take it easy. And then I go down the mountain, I take it easy, take it slow, no risk, no jumping, no la da da. And then I see this sign with like red and black, and I'm like, ooh, red and black. Let's have a look. Yeah. But and I did, but I took it easy. Especially on the black ones, it wasn't fully snowed yet, so there were some plants and stones and that sort of stuff. But I took it very, very easy. I did do red, like especially towards the end of the day, the red ones became they're not difficult. It's just more sideways movement to reduce your speed, of course. So it's the black ones were not great yet because there's not enough snow to cover the mountain there. So very bumpy, very icy. So I didn't really, I went down there, but only braking, and then at the end I can make a turn and get enough speed to go back to the lift. But yeah, the black ones are not ready yet. Not enough snow. So yeah, but yeah, it was great. Ramon, no choke. Michael Medina, welcome. Jeffrey, JP. Tarun Mirpuri, good to have you here again. Paomit, Mr. Amit. The C of this triangle took the low of A on a lot of charts. The C, A, B, C, A, B. Oh, I see. Yeah, it reduces probabilities. But that would be pretty much like, you know, one of the few scenarios where you would continue. But it's a good point, Blaster. That would invalidate a triangle. Val Thorens, never been there yet. Broke my collarbone there. You know, you gotta trade safe and snowboard safe. I mean, I'm luckily I never broke something, but I did have a surgery on my knee after snowboarding many years ago, just to clean up something. It wasn't broken. I didn't rip any tendons, but a tendon was partly ripped, and it blocked the function of my knee. So. Yeah, we got to get into the analysis. I love the chatting, but we got to get to it. No, Adalol, it's fun. No, it's fun, but missing it a little bit. It's winter now. Yeah, got the chance. Arcadius, welcome. Christian, what's up? Lauren, you're getting older, bit rusty, I know the feeling, but day 2 is better, day 3 is old school. Then I go all in backwards and all the shizzle, but I ski instead of snowboard. Oh, it's good, doesn't matter. Skiing, snowboarding. I also saw people on like these scooter type of things, you know, like, yeah, it's everything works as long as you don't break a leg. I don't mind skiers and all that stuff, you know. Actually, a couple of skiers helped me out in one part where the mountain is very flat, so it takes a while to build speed. And then the skier reached his pole to me and said, yo, grab it, you know, and then he moved me forward. It's very kind. Nicholas, good afternoon. TI, Stigo, what's up? As expected. Can you check Ondo? We'll do the alts after Bitcoin. Likely we get rate cut next week. Or rate cut next, bullish, question mark. That's the question, huh? That's the question. Oh, wait, let me put you in the prompter here. And analyze the chart, shall we? We're gonna go out. So the weekly and the daily are gonna be done in 1 minute, right? So just to get that done. Weekly time frame. Currently still highest probability scenario, looking for a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5-wave structure. Right, finishing 5, common target would be 130k max, but we know from the monthly time frame analysis that up to 180k is still okay, but you know you start to stretch it. Moving beyond that, then we got to think about more bullish scenarios, where we then have the double 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 continuation. Reason this is a lower probability scenario at the moment is, by the way, partly because of this range being the same size as this one, nicely. Nice for a wave 4 compared to a 2 as well. And also, if this is a wave 3, you need the volume to increase. And on Coinbase at the moment here, the volume is lower. If my volume wants to work, there we go. The volume is lower. So we want that to increase and price continuing to the upside, blasting through the targets of a wave 5. On the daily time frame, the probabilities remain higher that we are here looking for wave 4 and wave 5 price action. So we have our sideways grinding structure here, couple of 1-2s, right? Upwards grinding structure. Then we have the push, and now we again get a grinding structure to the upside, right? So it's like a typical impulsive structure, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2s, and then 3, and then 4-5, 4-5, 4-5, right? Now, in this case, we're then still looking for at least one more high, looking for a wave 4 and then a wave 5. This is one scenario here. Of course, we have 2 more pushes to the upside. Alternatively, here, you quite simply have 1 more push to the upside. It depends on the length of what is happening after this high, right? So for a blue wave 4, you definitely want to see a longer range, while in the white wave 4, this is already good enough. Right, so you can move up quicker. In the blue wave 4 here, you basically want to end blue 4 after, let me have a look here, after the 18th of December preferably, right? So if you continue moving up to 100k plus and you take out the all-time high that we have at the moment and you continue impulsively, right, looking for a 5-wave structure, then the probabilities are higher that this over here is a white 4, not a blue 4, meaning probabilities are higher. You're going to do this compared to this. Something to be aware of, I suppose, no? Okay, so probabilities on the daily higher that this range is wave 4 price action, and we are still looking for a wave 5 to the upside. Now then on the 1 hour time frame, this is of course the analysis that we did this morning. I will also cover the scenario that Cosmin asked me about just now. He asked like, hey, is there a scenario where we just go straight to, you know, basically pretty much all-time highs? There is. It's not like the prettiest scenario, but there is one that I thought of before the live stream started. So first of all, of course, we have the triangle here, right? A, B, C, D, E. it would be great for D to actually reject at this resistance. If we do look for a D, 99.3, 99.8, nice bit of confluence in that area, a couple of value area highs, daily naked point of control is in there as well. Golden pocket pool, I don't actually know from which high exactly, but a couple of different things coming together in that area, which is to me a very attractive area of confluence to observe the reaction and then take it from there, right? And in this particular scenario, of course, you want D to finish and then get a zigzag, a three-wave, a five-wave move to the downside in a wave E. And commonly, wave E is not perfectly touching the trend line and then moves up, right? It either does not touch the trend line or it tends to move beyond the trend line. My personal favorite is moving beyond the AC trend line because it fakes out people, especially if you start closing some candles here and preferably break out here on a little bit of higher volume, right? Creating a bit of a fake out, breakout scenario because then this happens. So this is definitely a scenario that is interesting to me. Alternatively, we have the WXY here, which is a three-wave corrective structure. And then we also still look for price to move up, right? So the conclusion is the same. It's just that in a WXY, you would expect a deeper retracement, potentially taking the low of W. We have some support here in 89 and then eventually 87 as well. And in this case, your wave Y preferably is either a flat or a triangle, right? But you first need to finish X. And inside green X, we are then looking for another WXY. Now, before you really move into complex structures, WXYs into WXYs and all that stuff, generally sticking around with more simple structures is preferred, which can be recognized by ABC structures, right? So flats, zigzags. Arguably, a triangle is quite simple, even though trading a triangle can sometimes be quite complex. Of course, once it's finished, it's easy, but a triangle that is forming can be very tricky at times. But yeah, we have the WXY on the chart anyway, and then the structure is zigzag W, complex X, flat in Y in blue. And then the target area for your C are the white fibs, which of course then includes the blue box. So that is why that blue box it's interesting to me. I keep an eye on it. We just got to wait and see if price actually moves up a little bit further. That's why I have an alarm here as well, just below the box, so that I know also when I'm in Monaco after the live stream, if my alarm goes off, I know where price is. It's also the only alarm that I of course I have alarms higher here as well, but this is the first alarm. So the moment a alarm goes off, I know where we are. Basically, I don't have any alarms to the downside at the moment because I'm not too interested in putting alarms there. This is an area of interest, so I want to know what price does there. Now the scenario, so Cosmin just said, hey, is there a scenario where we can just move up? Yeah, that would be a finished triangle. Not ideal, and as Blaster mentioned, this low on some charts took the low of A, which officially is not allowed. It's an invalidation of a triangle. Of course, on my chart it works, but we got to be aware of other charts as well. Besides the fact that your B is very long, it's not a great structure. While your C is very short, D is very short, E is complex. Doesn't have the highest probability, but that would be my pick. If we do continue, then I'll be counting a bigger triangle there. Not the highest probabilities, but we're prepared. Preparation is the key to success, they tend to say. So with regards to probabilities, we still have the triangle and the WXY on 1 and 2. And then on 3, arguably I can add continuation, right? But a diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is very much a lower probability scenario because you would at least you need to take this low once before really starting to consider a diagonal down here. And in a zigzag, this is a 5, 3, a 5. And the sub wave of B here is then again WXY. But that means if this is a zigzag ABC and for C you expect a deeper target around 87, you need a truncation here, right? So this high is then a truncated 5 in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse. And truncations are very rare. And therefore never preferred unless everything else fails. So that is why the diagonal and the zigzag are on the third spot, and continuation arguably also fits on that number 3 position. So if we then look at the polylines, I'm actually positively surprised, guys, by the feedback on the polylines. First of all, for the people that haven't seen it yet, I'll explain what this represents. But yesterday, I implemented polylines for the first time in my video. And I didn't even really mean to do this as a structural thing, but after that video, I got so many positive replies about the polylines. So basically what these lines show you, it looks very random, but what it shows you is the price action of the higher probability scenarios, right? The expected price action of higher probability scenarios coming all together. So it's a mix of the higher probability scenarios to show you the movement of price, expected movement of price. In a triangle, right, what we're looking for is D, E, and then continue, right? In the WXY, you would look for you would look for A, B, C, a flat, and continue, or you have the triangle and then continue. So it provides, like, in one picture, you see the expected movement of price based on these scenarios. So you kind of have a good idea of, okay, how deep can it be, keeping, of course, in mind certain resistance areas and potential support areas as well. And it creates a picture instead of just having the text. You can kind of see what we would expect in the movement of price. And with regards to probabilities, then generally, of course, the probabilities are higher to still continue the range. So yeah. So also this morning, I once again used the polylines in the morning update, and I also specifically asked to people, like, what do you think about the polylines? And I'm definitely thinking of doing this a lot more often, because it seems to help people a lot with the virtual representation of what to expect. And of course, it's still all probabilities, and the polylines, of course, depending on new price action, lines may change, but it still gives a nice visual representation of potential price action movement based on Elliott waves, which is very nice. So that is Bitcoin for you. Of course, we have some high impact news at the moment. So again, make sure that you trade safe, right? So the bullish CVD divergences locally here now played out as well. Actually makes me think. What am I gonna do? No, I'm gonna leave it for now. Of course, besides creating content, I'm trading as well. So my alarm earlier that went off at the beginning of the stream was basically the alarm of, okay, we took the highs here. So we moved up with the news. I didn't really plan to do anything to the trade, but yeah, always good to keep it in mind. Polylines may be thicker based on probabilities or different colors. I'll probably use the colors. It's a good idea. In that case, the colors might be. I can instead of making dots, I can probably use normal lines, and then visually give them a color depending on the probability. Gotta zoom out 1 second. I'm gonna write when we started with the analysis. I think we started at like 17:30. Now alts, chatting, and Q&A up. some polyline feedback coming in. 1 second, I'll read that very soon. We were here, so quick check up. Where were we? Always help with the stick. I pick up random people too. Yeah. It's helpful. It's very helpful. Like super useful visual. Thanks. Okay, there we go. Does wave Y has to take out wave X? No, it doesn't. And usually you would compare W against Y or Y against W if you think about it sideways double structure. So in a double zigzag, you want Y to take out W, right? But in a sideways structure, wave Y does not need to take out the end of W or any of the price action in X. So of course, you can have a zigzag in W, a flat in X, right? And then a triangle in Y. Now in this case, your triangle in Y is not going to take out this low, but that's no problem, right? And it may not even take out this low, the low of your W, because this is now W, this is X, and this is Y, right? So in a sideways structure, taking out that low is no problem. It's not a must. Lauren Kunz, for me the polyline gives a good overview of what you explained. For me personally, sometimes it's too much info in total. Total is actually Dutch, but then when you show me the polylines, it all sinks in. I like. That's good to hear. Yeah, it might simplify things, of course, because the theory, Elliott wave theory, is very complex, but the lines might simplify it. Maybe you can give it 3 colors. Yeah, I'm gonna do the colors, guy. Get a lot of feedback on the colors, a bit thicker. Yeah, call it based on what's up, Odin. Bullish or bearish? Probably on probabilities. I think would be a good one. Of course, bullish could be green and bearish could be red. But I guess using the colors to mimic probabilities might be good. Of course, sometimes, like for example, we now have the triangle and the WXY, and the triangle also due to time would be better than the WXY. So then the triangle could be green while the WXY can be yellow. And then you have like green, yellow, orange, red, for example, right? Like, and you go down in probabilities. Yo, Ganam, welcome, man. Welcome. Good to have you here. It's been a while. I mean, you were here, what, a few days ago, no? But good to have you here again, man. Welcome. I love polyline. I think it helps a lot to have a clear picture at the end, mostly for people like me with bad short-term memory. maybe, but at least your trading is doing very good. You don't need your short-term memory for your trades, it seems. But yeah, I think it just visually represents, like, you have the video, you have the theory, you have the explanation, then you have the probabilities in text, but then the lines visually summarize all of the scenarios together. So all of the lines together gives a good range of where price is then likely to move. If you could use different colors, yes. Yeah, that would be a good one. Yeah. Can you also add CVD expectation in a diagram, maybe with the polylines? Ooh, in a diagram. I would need to think CVD expectation in a diagram. You mean like in text as well? So we have the probabilities, and then have another box, which is then called, for example, CVD, and then I can write CVD probabilities there, for example. I mean that could be an idea. Thanks, Maarten. Sarah, welcome. Moel, it will be super if you can analyze others. Yeah, for Belgium. Yeah. Oké. Dan kan ik ook gewoon Nederlands praten, niet? Laurent. De Belgische naam ook wel, toch? Thickness of color would be great. Yeah, good one, Dejan. Few days is a long time in crypto years. I know, right? Mike, yo, what's up, Mike, man? Yo, if you haven't seen it, before I go into the alts, I'll start with the others chart. If you haven't seen it, Mike, this guy's such a beast. Wait, where is it? Scroll down. So if you're in Discord, you've probably seen Mike here, right? Trent Bullon is his Discord name. And just look at these videos and look at the weight this guy is pulling, man. It's insane. So it's just in Discord. Even here with the leg session. Once I'll turn the sound off. So like just I even counted this. It's, I believe, 160 kgs. No, Mike, because it's 20 on the first, right? And there's 8. So 100 and 60 kgs. That's what I was saying. And at the end of the workout, so he just continues. Great physique, and then at the end his legs are literally shaking. Yeah, you can see, look at the toe, man. For every gym guy or girl here, it's probably recognizable. Like, I was watching the video and then at the end I saw the legs like and I was like, yo, I've been there. I can pay someone to lift more. Pay Mike. This guy is such a beast, man. Mike, when you're in Antibes, right? When you're in Antibes, hit me up, and I'll come to Antibes, or you come here to Nice. I'm allowed to take people with me to the gym as well, and we can do a workout. I actually think I can learn a lot from you with regards to fitness and gymming and exercise, and I'm very intrigued. What a beast, man. Look at the video. Okay. Okay. Let's move into the other stuff. So today I decided to not have a bottle of water next to my keyboard, because yesterday, of course, during the stream I managed to put water, or hit the bottle with an open cap, which was a bit of a problem. Bitcoin, we started at like 1730. Let's do the others chart. Okay, we'll just if my alarm goes off, then we'll come back. Let's have a look here. Uh, 38. I'm gonna put you guys back up in my prompter. Okay. Get your gloves ready. Yo, Mike, we do have boxing gloves at my gym. And multiple. So we can definitely put the gloves on there as well. I don't have gloves myself, though. I would need to get them in the gym. Chad, indeed. Okay, yeah, let's start, and then we'll get through as many as we can. No, so I don't have actually any count on this chart, and the last time we analyzed this, it has been a little while. But I think the reason why I don't really have a count is because these type of charts are not really related based on price, right? Like, we have billions, the volume, I suppose. I'm not really involved with this stuff, so this I don't generally tend to analyze a lot of charts that don't have price as their main vertical thing here. No? Now, that also means that the volume on these charts can be tricky to read, because in Elliott waves, the moment you see volume increase, it is most common for a wave 3 to have the highest amount of volume. Now you can see that volume here is increasing as price moves up. So then the question is this the beginning of your wave 3 after 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3? Possible, but it is still tricky to count it in such a way, because it's a crypto total market cap chart and not a price chart. One thing that we can say, at least from so let's just, I suppose, like, without actually thinking about it's a market cap chart, it's not actually a price chart, let's just use traditional Elliott wave analysis. We get to the probabilities, and then that makes life easy, and then that's that. So first of all, price touched the 886. Now, for the ones that have been here for a while, you know what this means. Taken from the high to the low, The 886 increases the probabilities to take out the high. Usually around the 886 you do get a bit of a rejection, which we have locally over here, which is no problem, that's normal. Even moving to the golden pocket and back up is quite common as well. But any move coming off the 886 without taking this high is now regarded as a corrective structure, not an impulsive structure. So in other words, any move down would be wave C, wave Y, any other type of correction. It, in other words, increases probabilities to then at a later stage still go back up and take out this high. So from a Fibonacci perspective, of course in combination with Elliott wave theory, the probabilities are higher to take out this high. Matter of time. Now then I'm not too interested in counting everything that happened before. Of course this here is your low. So naturally your bullish scenario would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, if we would use traditional Elliott wave theory, as I implemented on price charts, the highest amount of volume is now in the high, which is most common for wave 3. So your bullish count would be 1, 2, 1, 2, and then another 1, 2, 1, 2 here, and then you look for 3. Now let me put this on the chart actually. So let's have let's have a bearish scenario and then also a bullish. Oh, not that. So if we do this, and you can kind of see why it's a bit awkward as well to count this as a double 1, 2. Your second wave 1 is very long compared to your first wave 1. Your second 2 is longer in time and deeper in price compared to your first wave 2. And yeah, that's not very common, right? Most common is that you have a multi 1, 2, where your second 1, 2, your third 1, 2 are a little bit shorter in price and time. This is quite a big difference, right? This blue one compared to your green one, even though the green one is your higher degree wave 1, right? So yeah, something that we have to keep in mind. It affects the probabilities. It doesn't invalidate it, but it does affect it. Now, where's the 618? Did we touch the 618? No. So we just missed out on the 618. Okay, so we just put this in a folder. This would be, of course, very bull. Okay, I don't know. I even though, so we would include the volume, but that's definitely an alternative scenario because it would be too bullish on this chart, if we would call that bullish. I don't know. Now then we have quite simply an impulse to the upside where your wave 4 retraced to the 0.5 Fibonacci, did not touch the 618. Of course, we are on a log chart. Off, on, make this blue. 0.5 touched, common target area, right? And then we are looking for a 5-wave structure to finish 5. Now, from a classical Elliott wave perspective, this would make more sense. If we actually use channels, take a channel, low of 2, or a start of 1, end of 2, end of 1, base channel, price coming back, wave 4, right? So wave 3 exits the base channel. This is what we like to see. Wave 4 comes back, and then we get our wave 5, right? So this channel is good. Then we take a trend channel, end of 1, end of 3, end of 2, put it on the trend. What you like to see is price break the lower trend line of the channel. Check. And then, so that increases probabilities for a 4. And then we have the end channel, end of 2, end of 4, end of 3. And then you like to end wave 5 in the upper half. And that is where we are right now. So also from a channeling perspective, it works. And then locally, you would be looking for, this is either like a double 1, 2, right? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, or you just count a single 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In both cases, you're still looking here for a 4 and another high to be made in a 5. So that is the confluence between the two local impulsive counts. You're still looking for higher and of course very likely take out the all-time high on this chart. All right, so both of these of course are bullish scenario, but this one is more conservative than the other one. Now your bearish scenario, by the way, would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 And then this needs to be a 3-wave corrective structure, and then another 5. But yeah, that's not really, that's not the highest probabilities at the moment. So, and you need to count this as a 3-wave structure. So then you need to move into like a double, you can't count 5, 3, 5 at the moment because this is not a finished 5. You would need to move into W, X, and then a Y of some sort, but it's not highest probability. So probabilities, as long as you don't invalidate wave 4 locally. So you take a Fibonacci, I would take it from the lower low here to the high, toggle on the 618, 246, invalidation, wave 4. Currently probabilities are higher. You're still looking for 4 and 5 based on the 886 touch, looking for price to take out that high. So yeah, very nice. Very, very nice. What's Bitcoin doing? Touch the probably little 886 here. Okay. Just having a quick look. You should go for CrossFit. I've actually done that for a while in Amsterdam. But then when I moved out of Amsterdam, I quit CrossFit, and then I had a gym nearby, but I didn't have a CrossFit box in the area. So that's when I got into gym. But yeah, CrossFit is great. The main thing is I need to eat more in calories. I need 3,000 calories a day. I don't really track my food, but I don't really reach it, I'm pretty sure. So Cosmin had the perfect risk management. It was tricky week, or better said, wick. Yeah, it's all learning now. But you've been doing a good job, and these lessons will only make your trading better. With regards to gold members, just post a chart in Discord and tag me in the gold channels. Yeah, what's up, John? Man, how you doing? Welcome, John. I saw CRO. Okay, let's have a look at a CRO, right? CRO. I don't have it here. Wait, let me actually add this. There we go. Oh, we do have a count here. So it. I'll put it in coin coverage. Okay. 48. So yeah, I know why I only started counting from this low, because this is very ugly. You would need to count this as an ABC flat and then count 1, 2, 1, 2, continuation up. That is the only way to count this as a 5-waver. 1, ABC, continuation. Because of course, this is very much a 3-wave structure. So you would need to count ABC here. But yeah, I just prefer looking here. So that's why probably back in the day, I just put this on my chart. 1, 2. The area on the chart here is a order block, support, resistance. We ranged here in the past after falling down, touched it, resistance, came back down, and now we tested again. Second time. We have actually been wicking above this area, closing a candle above as well. This might be your typical retest candle, right? So retesting, closing in the box or even above the box would be positive for CRO, and there's not too much happening here, right? So there's a bit of a gap. So once you start closing candles in this gap here, probabilities are high to look for the next range. Now with regards to the local move up, yeah, I mean, you kind of see it on the chart, no? You're just looking for this. So you just 1, 2, 3, looking for a bigger 4 and 5. 4 is more commonly longer than 2, but at least similar compared to 2 would be nice. One thing to keep in mind though is this is your 1, this is your 2. Look how big your 2 is compared to your 1. So therefore, it increases probabilities for 4 to be shorter than 2. Rule of alternation in Elliott waves. Now the targets, let me see if they moved. They're pretty much the same. Taken from the low of your 2. to the high that we have at the moment, right? Actually, this one is a little bit higher, but it might be a local flat, right? A, B, C. So yeah, target area for a wave 4, 618 is invalidation for a wave 4 at 0.11. And then you want to see price moving to the upside. Now, if price continues up and volume, as price moves up, is going to increase, moving above this pivot here, or at least the average volume is increasing, so not just a few spikes, but actually the average volume is going to be higher, then you have to consider a 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3 is yet to begin. But that is your more bullish scenario, which is an alternative scenario, right? In both cases, you are still looking for price to take out that high. And yeah, there's just not a lot left here. So yeah, that's CRO. I'm just looking for range in wave 4. Quite nice bit of ranging around resistance, which is good. Retesting or resistance into support, and then look for lower time frame bullish structures. No? Would be nice. So DOT. I see DOT. Where is it? Mm-hmm. DOT is interesting. It's like if you compare DOT with some other charts like SUI, like it's such an ugly chart. No? Almost reaching pretty much all-time lows here, right? So I never really include this part. So this is where the first range happened. So for me, this is like an all-time low. Almost hit it, almost hit it. Someone's been pressing the buy button there. Now from an Elliott wave point of view, and of course with the recent move up, this is old. I'll keep this. I'm going to remove the rest. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I mean, look how deep this retracement is compared to your low. So, of course, if you're bullish, you want to count an impulse, 1, 2, and 3. I don't really like to start counting here. That will be clear later. I preferably just focus on what's happening here. And this is the same as CRO, right? 1, look, short 1, longer 2, 3, highest amount of volume, preferably in a 3, looking for another 4, and then a 5. Alternatively, if you invalidate a 4, your bullish scenario will be 1, 2, 1, 2, continuation up in 3. It's not yet relevant because we didn't invalidate wave 4. So the 618 on the chart is 569. Target area for your 4 is the 236 to the 05, which at the moment is very nicely respected, right? And you would look for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You do want wave 4 to at least be a couple of weeks in length. We're on a weekly time frame, right? So we always do high time frame stuff on the alts. It's most interesting. And you do want wave 4 to have a bit of a significant size, no? Not like one red candle and we're done. So you're still looking for higher prices. You're still looking for price to take out at least the high here in a 4 and a 5, and then take it from there. Now, with regards to resistance, it's the second time that we are testing a 3-month gap. So not on the monthly time frame, but on the 3-month time frame, there is a gap here. And it's the second time we test the gap. So of course, increases probabilities to fill the gap. Now this is the gap top here. You can see it written in the box. And this area starts at 14 to 15.5. And then we have some more resistance. So we have more than enough resistance to the upside as well, which would be nice for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then look for an area of resistance. It is difficult to really, at the moment with the local price action, it's not easy to think DOT in this bull market is going to take all-time high. But hey, I'm happy to be proven wrong. If price can continue up and volume, because that's important, volume continues to increase. Right? Take out these highs, average volume increasing. If that happens, yeah, then we could be looking for maybe all-time highs at some point, but we are far away at the moment from reaching that at 500 something %, which would be a great trade. And it's not that we cannot take out the all-time high, but at the moment it would be a bit silly to give that the highest probabilities unless volume continues to increase. But that is as new candles are forming and new information comes in, we can adjust the probabilities. At the moment, probabilities are still higher to look for further upside, right? You're looking for 4 and eventually 5. And then if your 5 is going to have higher volume than this move up at the moment, then this is going to be your 3. And you're going to have a 1, 2, 1, 2, and you look for up. So that is how we change the probabilities as new information comes in. So, so yeah, very, very nice. Koen tip, eat a lot before you go to sleep because your body type probably breaks a lot in his sleep. I mean, it's always eat a lot. Your body type probably breaks a lot in his sleep. It's always a interesting talk. Having dinner 3 hours or 2 hours before sleeping, or you can also have it before sleeping, because of course your body is recovering during sleep. And when you just ate a meal, and especially a more heavy meal, most of the energy during sleep in the first couple of hours is spent on processing the food instead of recovering your body. This is from, of course, from a medical point. I used to be a medical student to become a doctor, till eventually entrepreneurship found my way. But you know, that's stuff that we spoke about at university. So it's always an interesting discussion about, you know, what's best there. So many alts look like that basically go to zero. Yeah, I mean, DOT basically went to as low as it pretty much has gone back in the day, you know, zero. I don't know. DOT is definitely not one of the picks that I had as like a high probability chart. Oh, Sol. Yeah, there were a few people for Sol. Do I have account for Sol is the question. Of course we have account for Sol. Solana. Okay. Yeah, I mean, what you see on the chart here, an impulse is your higher probability scenario. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the potential of another 4, 5. Now, this is where the question mark comes in. What am I doing? Question mark the other way around. So that's the question mark. That very much depends on if you eventually get a retracement, what's the structure? Is this corrective or impulsive? Because your arguably bearish bullish scenario is that you here finished a 3, 4, 5, blue 3 finished, blue 4 finished, and then your 5 target is the same. It's this area here. Now the probabilities are lower for this because your 4 is shorter than your 2 in size, which is less common. So it impacts the probabilities, right? Take a fib time, start of 2, end of 2, end of 3, toggle on the 1 to 1. Oh, here you go. And you can see that, you know, your 4 finished before your vertical line. So it just impacts the probabilities a bit, but it is a valid scenario. So you got to be aware that this push up could be your final push. And then let me just Control Z. It's a lot quicker. So what we're looking for locally is a 5-wave impulse. So the highest amount of volume is in this move to the upside, right? Meaning a couple of 1-2s, we want to see a couple of 4-5s. So the probabilities are still higher on Solana to move up. We also just missed out, I believe, on taking the all-time high. And of course, we definitely touched the 886 Fibonacci taken from the high to the low. So probabilities are high to take out all-time high. And then you're in price discovery. And then it's going to be question mark. So what's next? Now we do have the resistance box, actually quite interestingly, nicely respected here. And yeah, if we move up, keep an eye on the volume, right? What is the volume here going to do compared to the volume here? Are we going to peak, see higher volume? If yes, potential for more bullish scenarios, but at the moment, looking for a couple of 1-2s, then a couple of 4-5s, finish the impulse, and then the next retracement is going to be very important, because either you finish your bull market on Solana or you're looking for another 4, but that depends on the retracement. So once we're there, we will be able to analyze this, of course, with great probabilities, but this is a weekly chart, so it will take a while. No? Yeah. Of course, your C, A, B, C is going to be this, but it's the same scenario. A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, C, finish here and down. So this scenario is basically a bit irrelevant now. Can as well remove it. Confluences were hit. So yeah, that's Solana for you really. What's your take on OG coins and their market structure like 1inch or Kava? Seems to be still being equilibrium. Would you consider low risk or dead market? 1inch. I heard about that one before. That's indeed. I haven't heard about Kava, but 1inch, yeah. Oh. Let's have a look. Let's see if there's more history on another chart. Well, never mind. We're pretty much at all-time low. Okay, let's have a look then. 1inch, old school indeed. Makes me feel old. Mm-hmm. $19961, 19926. Okay, so it's this. It didn't take the low. Very close though, but still. Pretty much at all-time lows. So what do we have here? Look, on these type of charts where you're pretty much at all-time lows, I'm never interested in counting anything of all of this. This is very, very irrelevant. It's much more interesting to count the local structure. Now you have a very clear 3-wave to the downside, which is nice, right? Because a 3-wave structure at least gives you a bit of probabilities to take out the high. You also hit the 886 now, I can imagine. Yeah, so at least the probabilities are low. This is an impulse. Probabilities are high. This is corrective, which of course does increase probabilities as well to take out the high. And that would be the first time in a very long time you're actually changing structure. Now you also touch the 886 here, but of course with the benefit of hindsight now, price here moved up, and even if price touched the 886, the fact we move back up, especially this candle here, right? If we're bearish, we want to count like a 1, 2, 3, and then a 4 and a 5, but 4 got invalidated. So they have a 3-wave structure, increasing probabilities to take the high anyway. 886 touch or not. Now locally, 1, 2, and then look for higher. So this would of course then be your local structure. 15. Take a fib, low, high. Three-wave structure. Highest volume in the recent move towards the upside, which is something you like to see in an impulse. So is it a question of like a dead market, or is there still potential? I just look at the chart, right? So first of all, you don't want to take these lows, obviously. Second, highest amount of volume is in the recent move up. So from an impulse perspective, we preferably count it as a 3, still look for ranges in 4, and then a 5 towards the upside. And then you're going to take out this high. And then, of course, there is the potential of getting a 1, a 2, 1, a 2. If you do come down once again, right? Might be like a bear market type of structure. And then the new bull market might push you further up. Alternatively, of course, you just continue. But then you want 1, 2, 1, 2 up. So the 0.618 is an invalidation for 4. If you hit the 618, then you got to think 1, 2, 1, 2 as a bullish scenario. Wouldn't be like too awesome, because if this is a second one, it's much longer than the first one. So preferably we're looking for 4 and 5s, and then this is your invalidation. So probabilities are higher to move up till invalidation is reached. Three-wave corrective structure to the downside increases probabilities to take the high. Potential of counting an impulse to the upside here, adding to a possible 1, 2, and 3 continuation. So, but yeah, local price action is interesting though. Quick move down, potential of a flat or a zigzag. That's the first things that come to mind when you see something like this. Yeah. So absolutely, there is absolutely potential. I do think an important area on the chart, no, must be this. This is where your first candle's closed. You came back here. And you kind of retested it. Maybe you gotta make this a little bit lower, like this. So yeah, looking for a 4 and a 5 till 4 is invalidated. So yeah. May I ask what members exactly got for the video of like memberships is in the, just click on the join button below the stream. But in a nutshell, in gold, we have a private Elliott wave chat, which is very helpful. I'm also most active there myself, and it's a place where I help people to shorten the learning curve of learning Elliott wave. So reacting to charts, giving feedback, answering most like questions. Of course, I have general questions to Koen as well in Discord, but gold has the priority. So that's where I'm most active. And then if there's too many questions, I tend to pop up or just launch a live stream to answer many questions at once in one live stream. But that depends on the amount of questions. If I can't keep up, then I just open a live stream. But yeah, it's the chat, the feedback, the questions, the answers. Also, if people are looking into a certain alt and they have a account and they want me to have a look, then I'll have a look as well. So it's all about shortening the learning curve of learning Elliott waves. That's the goal. And there's a lot of information there, especially in the Elliott wave group. And of course, the group is very active thanks to other members as well, right? So they play an important role. It's an incredibly active group. And I always have gold, even now. I always love to have gold open on my screen. The moment I wake up in the morning, I pretty much have the gold Elliott waves group on my screen the whole day. So answer the question. I saw ENA. So let me have a look at ENA. Someone above mentioned this, I remember. ENA, USD. Wait, do I have 1 inch in my... No, there we go. Wait, what was the thing? ENA, holding up quite well. Is this the chart with the most information? Yeah, okay. Of course, the 886, always important. Didn't yet touch it. If you touch the 886, probabilities increase to sooner or later take out that high. Any move coming off the 886 is higher probability corrective in C's or Y's or other corrective structures, increasing probabilities to take the high at a later stage. It is common for price to react at the 886 and also potentially move to the golden pocket, which is why I have it here as a template. Now, the volume is okay, wait. A couple of checks. Yeah, hit the 618. Looks like a 3-waver here, which then would lead to a flat ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 expanding structure. I don't really want to count like 100 1-2s. So in that case, you would have a 1, a 2, 2 running flat. So wave A of the running flat moved to the golden pocket, which is fine. C can be shallow in a running flat, so that's fine. So in a bullish count, we are looking for So what I don't want to do is count 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and have like this triple one. Like a double is enough. Like 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you get eventually your 3. Of course, these can be smaller degree 2s as well, no problem. But that would mean, of course, that you would still look for a 3. If all of these are 1, 2s, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, maybe another one, and then lift off, right? So alternatively, you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay, wait. That makes 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5 makes more sense. 3, 4, 5. Common target area for a higher degree 4 is the price section of the lower degree 4. So that would be this box. And then you finish your 5, finishing 3, getting your 4, getting your 5. Target area. Okay. 3. Oh, that's nice. So the blue box in confluence with the target area for your 4 in validation is the 618. And then afterwards, if you want to be safe, you take it from the low here to wherever the high of your 5 is going to be. Is going to be the invalidation for your next 4. Honestly, this blue 4, your green 4 typically tends to retrace to the wave 4 in blue then, wave 4 of a lower degree. And then internally, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finish 3, get a range in 4, move up in 5, finish 3, range in 4, move up in 5. That looks like that looks like a better scenario than trying to count 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That eventually just million% gains. Of course, it would be nice, but it's not realistic unless price continues to move up and up and up, and volume just keeps increasing. Then we start considering this. So this is what I would look at the moment. This would be my highest probability scenario, as long as you do not touch the 618 at 0.684. That is your invalidation. Even though in a bearish count, if we want to be bearish and count it as a 3-waver, A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in C, would be nice to still look for higher though. So, yeah. What's Bitcoin doing, by the way? We haven't checked that for a while. Oh, okay. Still moving. Let's add this also. 1 second here. I'm gonna check my phone and my WhatsApp. Okay, my wife sent me a voice note. Give me 1 minute, because they are going to Monaco, and I also have to, or not have to, but I will go with them. Unless they're there already, I will follow. But after the live stream, I go straight to Monaco. So 1 second, I gotta listen here. 20 seconds. Wait, what is? How do I record my mic? Okay. So dinner is booked in Monaco, and then beforehand, I'll be there. So I don't have too much time. That's basically what we're saying here. ENA. When did we start with ENA? ENA. What's the time now? Uh, 117 now, so I guess we started ENA at around 111 or 110, I guess. Let me put a wiggle behind it. Not too sure. Wait. Maybe a band-aid, man. Every live stream, you're on a streak. Every recent live stream that you joined, you gifted a membership. Cheers, man. Thanks. Good to see you're doing good yourself as well, of course, in your trading. Prof Loki Crypto, make sure to fill in the form like maybe a Band-Aid said, and we'll bump you up to silver. Thanks, maybe a Band-Aid. Thanks, Odin. Matthias, welcome. Good to have you here, man. Welcome. I mean, this range has been fun. It has been. I've done Solana just now at 58 minutes. How would you know when it's an actual 3, 4, 5? Wave 3 commonly has the highest amount. So this is a question from Kilua, right? So wave 3 most commonly has the highest amount of volume and is the most extended wave. Wave 4 tends to be longer in time than wave 2 and retraces to the common target area being the 236 to the 0.5 with an invalidation being the 618. And the wave 5, by far most commonly, has lower volume than wave 3, is less extended than wave 3. Well, I guess that answers the question. Let's go to our best chart. I see it mentioned SUI. Where's the S? There we go. Man, what an analysis this was. I mean, everything that's on this chart is still as relevant as it was a while ago. So 1-2 finished. And then look, if this is a 5 and this is a 3, then your 4 has to be very shallow because you don't want blue 1 and blue 4 to overlap in price. So you have to consider if you do move down, like so. Preferably you still move up a bit, no? 236 is a minimum target, but the wave 4 of a higher degree tends to retrace to the wave 4 of a lower degree, but the wave 4 of a lower degree is overlapping with a wave 1, and wave 1 and 4 are not allowed to overlap unless you're going to talk about diagonals. But then your wave 3 is longer than your 1, which is not preferred. It's not an invalidation. Yeah, it's longer, but it's not preferred. So yeah, highest volume is here. Counting this 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and looking for a 5 to end, and then another 4, 5 makes sense. Of course, if this is going to be a blue 4, this is your blue 2. This is a bear market 2. So you would basically need a bear market 4, right? A big sideways long range, not overlapping with 1. Not too sure if I dig that. Of course, your most bullish scenario would therefore be a 1, 2, 1, 2, right? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, finish 5, get another 2. Overlap is no problem, and then you continue. By all means, though, yeah. So you're in price discovery. Every local range is important, but arguably your, I suppose, bearish scenario would be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another 1. Look for another 2 and then up. Of course, your bullish scenario is that you're going to get a 4 and a 5. At the moment, the highest volume is here. So you want price to continue and volume to increase. Volume is currently declining as price is moving up, which is something you like to see to end an impulse and start looking for 4s. Now, if I go to the lower time frame, do we have any info here? This is on Coinbase, highest amount of volume in the low. If this is bearish, then we need a 4 and a 5 still. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This looks a bit like a staircase pattern, which is something you tend to see in wave Cs as well. So potential for ABC is there. If price moves up and touches 4, well, 3.9981. That is the moment where wave 4 is invalidated. You're still looking for higher prices. So that's the lower time frame. But we like SUI had such an incredible run already. It's 800% since the low. So area for swing trades. Not so much area for swing trade. Maybe swing shorts, maybe, but there's no sign of weakness yet. You're not going to short into a massive pump. So no financial advice. I mean, you do you. So from a technical perspective, one has to be aware of the potential of 1, 2, 1, 2. Even ABC would now become a bearish scenario, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finish here, you go down. End of SUI. Your bullish scenario is, of course, continuation, get a bigger 4 and a 5. But you're moving up and volume is declining. So at the moment, I would prefer to look at local structures. Bitcoin alarm went off. 1 second here. So yeah, that would be SUI. Let me go to Bitcoin quick. Because my alarm went off, so I'm interested. So we have now hit the box. And it's interesting to observe what price does. Of course, we are currently moving and we have some volume increasing. So of course, I'm always very, very patient. But the reason I do like to see what's happening is because I am in a long. Long since, 1 second, long since 98201 on Blowfin. I joined, of course, I woke up in the morning, did my analysis, but I only joined here with my stop here. So currently we're up almost 3%, like 2.5%, 3%. Because I always risk 1%. So. Yo, cheers, Odin. And yeah, this is just the most recent long that I have. So I would like price to just hit the daily naked point of control. Would be nice. Why did you long? Market structure, bullish market structure together with bullish CVDs. So there you go. Of course, we had bullish CVDs earlier and bullish CVDs here, and then we got another one while market structure remained bullish. So I was like, oh, no, we hit it. Okay, there we go. And I closed it. If price continues, very nice, but then I will find a re-entry. My plan was to close when price hit the daily naked point of control. Got myself a 3% 1 to 3 RR trade. Just a little bit less because of the fees, but happy days. Now I can eat tonight. Did you close all? Yes, because that's the way I trade. I have a target, I have an RR, and I just close it up. But that's my way. That's my, like you might hold on. We are moving up, volume increasing, but this trade was meant to go to the box. And I'm happy to enter another long if we can flip the box and I continue to see signs of strength and volume and that sort of stuff, right? So I'm happy to enter at a later stage because I trust myself to find another entry if I continue to see signs of strength. But my trading plan that I made for myself this morning was looking for a long, right? So we had bullish CVDs here, but that was like overnight for me. Then we had bullish CVDs here, but actually in this moment, I wasn't in front of the charts. I was with the mom of my wife, and I was with my wife. So I completely missed all of this. And then we had more bullish CVDs here, entered the trade, stop loss down here, 1, 2, 3, RR touched, close. Yeah, that was my plan. Everyone has a different plan. Volume increasing. So of course there's the potential of continuation, but I'm happy. No, had a plan, stuck to my plan. Grab a little bit of profit and look for the next one. Happy days. Very nice. Cool. It actually happened during the stream as well. It doesn't happen too often that I'm doing stuff with my trades during a live stream. But today is one of those days. So let's see, order history. Where is it? Oh, here, yeah. Average entry price was 98,201 and the average exit price is 99316. So very nice. And that is a 2.7% trade if you take off the fees. No, that's fine. That's perfect. Very nice. Good day. What do you expect from now on the smaller time frame? What's up, WXYXZ? What do we expect on the lower time frame? I mean, now that, so first of all, we hit resistance. So now it would be interesting for me to wait patiently and see what price does at resistance. Price is moving up. We have volume increasing. So something to consider, but it's volume increasing into resistance. So of course, you want volume to increase in a wave 3, but it can also happen at the end of C's or Y's. So while at resistance now, I just want to, I basically after this stream, I go out to Monaco. I probably won't open the chart anymore for the rest of the day. On the lower time frames, it's just observing resistance. We have the triangle scenario, right? So in a triangle, you actually want price to create weakness. In a WXY scenario as well. But in the more bullish scenario where we have a finish structure, right, you're looking for continuation. And the reason why, by the way, before the live stream, I put this on my chart. WX, A, B, C, D. Oh, wait a minute. W, X, A, B, C, D, E, Y. Makes more sense, no? A, B, C, D. There we go. So the reason why earlier today, before the live stream, I thought about the potential of more bullish scenarios is because of the price action here. So due to price over, like you basically have this going on, and in the back of my mind I was like, are we forming 1-2s here, right? Consistent bullish CVDs, potential for 1-2s. So that is why I started to look for finish structures as well, and having a WXY here makes most sense. So WX and then a potential finish triangle in a Y now. A, B, C, D, E. That would be the way. That would be done. That works nicer. A WXY is nicer than counting a full triangle here, to be honest. And if price continues, I'll be happy to find another entry. If price does not continue, then I'm looking for the triangle or the WXY. So that's how I do it. Yeah. What do you expect now? So that's basically the expectation. Cool, confidence, and more healthy in my analysis. And this is because following your instructions. Love to hear it indeed. That's nice, WXYXZ, man. I'm happy to hear that. Wow. We put on a short earlier today. Let's see. And the short was about confidence. I changed the title a little bit after it was posted first time, but here it is. So how to improve your trading confidence. And the only way to increase your trading confidence is by actually being in the market, no? But then preferably, if the confidence is a problem, you just lower your size, use bigger stop losses, and then just let it go. Lowering your size puts less weight on like stress, I suppose, on you, because you're not afraid to lose. And of course, not being afraid to lose because your position is smaller, so your loss is smaller, right? Will help you in your trading, because many people, of course, fuck up because of psychology, not even their their technical analysis, but their psychology is what messes them up. So you can check out that short. If price continue. Okay, so 1 second. I'm just writing to Silver here. Price now hit the resistance area. Volume is increasing, so I have to be aware of potential impulsive continuation, just in case. If that's true, then this is how I would count this range finished WXY in a wave 4. Okay, very nice. For me, it's TP1, move stop to entry, and then and this is what gives me rest. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's good. It's good to know. It's good to know what makes you trade safe and trade. I'm doing two things at the same time, but it's important to know who you are as a trader, right? And what helps you with your trade management. So not everyone will be happy taking a TP1. Other people just like to close. I'm one of those people, like, I really enjoy closing a trade so that it's off my mind. So most of my trades, I have a target in mind. I trade to my target, and I just fully close. And if there is another setup, then I will re-enter, right? So I have a new plan, and I'll just re-enter based on whatever I see. Okay, there we go. There you go. And now we just observe, no? We moved above the daily naked point of control now. The only resistance to the upside is a daily, but and then you're at these highs as well. So I didn't really put a significant. It's not like a very significant level to me. Confluence with the 786, but we are now, golden pocket, daily naked point of control. No. Legionario, welcome. Good to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Of course, if impulsive, the latest move to the upside has the highest amount of volume. So obviously we then are still looking for wave 3s and 4s, meaning invalidation of an impulse is changing market structure. As long as you're moving up, right, you're trying to flip the daily naked point of control now. As long as you're moving up and volume is increasing, you still have 4 5s to go, and there is the potential here for then a finished WXY and a continuation in a wave 5 on the daily. What am I? Do this and do that. Yeah, Legionario, thanks for commenting on on the video of this morning. I just see your comment coming in. I noticed. Yo, cheers. Yo, Mr. Friends. Yo, I've seen your message. I'll be replying. You'll see a message of me. For me, lower risk, I'm really serious. 886 invalidation of 2 and 618 70 for zigzag. Channeling a lot of other tricks changed on me. That's good. That's good. Pleasure, man. Like everyone has their own way of trading, which is good because, you know, two people trading the exact same way. Trading it's not just the theory. Two people, of course, have a different mindset towards trading, have different characteristics. The one may be a lot more patient than the other, right? The other is like just a scalper like by nature, and the other is more of a swing trader. One person loves to take a higher amount of risk, while the other one is very risk averse. The one might let trades run for a long period of time, but therefore also risking trades running into nice amount of profits and then going all the way back, right? Some others just TP along the way. Others people close and re-enter. That's like my vibe, you know, close and re-enter. So yeah, there's so many different styles. And when I like Elliott, if I trade Elliott waves, I do tend to have more of a, I suppose, a longer vision with regards to my trade, so it's a bit more swingy. But the trade today was aimed to be a day trade, so no. Yo, Ronnie, how you doing, man? The Mill al Millon. Yo, Ronnie, good to have you here. So everyone, Ronnie here in chat, the Mill al Millon. I met Ronnie in Barcelona. Very interesting career that he had, like very interesting journey. And he's a trader as well. Also creates content. And he used to be an entrepreneur in different fields, like building stages, having a club, becoming a trader. I had dinner with him and you know, asked him about his story, and yeah, it's inspiring. It's really cool. And now he travels the world. He's everywhere. Are you in Mexico still, Ronnie, or are you somewhere else now? I mean, long from 165. What should be my target? Of course, with regards to the target, it's very much what's your plan, right? So what was your target before entering the trade? Because I'm not a financial advisor. I only cover alts on high time frames, not on low time frames. And I am not in a position to give any recommendations. So before entering the trade, you need to know your target. 165, by the way, is a very nice entry. Oh, it's down there. But it doesn't change the fact, of course, like you just need a plan. So let's see what volume. So far, this move up looks steepest, but yeah. Again, I'm not in a position to give any recommendations or advice. But if we look at the structure, price changing structure would be a problem, and locally we would have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, you would still look for higher. But hey, you manage, you know. I actually wonder if we hit the 886 now. Yes, we did. We also hit the 886. So yeah, looking for price to still take out that high. Very nice. No one ever went broke taking profits. Exactly. It's also learning from your strengths and weaknesses, like knowing what type of trader you are. One thing that's like, so the probabilities, of course, so this is also, again, difference between, I suppose, day trading and swing trading is on a daily time frame, the probabilities are higher. We're looking for a wave 4. And then from a swing trader's perspective, it of course therefore is interesting to look for swings to the upside. No financial advice, but of course based on the analysis, looking for 4 and 5, it's something that I'm interested in. But then while price is ranging, there's of course many day trades and scalps to be had. So it's just every trade has like a different, it's a different reason. I've read a lot for volume profile, Elliott, SMC, ERCT, and others, but you made Elliott for me kind of piece of cake. I'm concentrating now on Elliott and volume profile. I'm happy to hear that, man. Like, it seems like you've been improving your Elliott wave analysis a lot, WXYXZ. And there's just a couple of, I suppose, small tricks that really help with Elliott wave analysis, like stuff like you meant earlier, right? Knowing about the 886 and the 618 and the 0.7, knowing about volume. It's just small things that can definitely increase your confidence in trading Elliott waves. So, and of course, using Elliott waves in combination with other tools is very nice. You should have gotten pumped up to silver. Well, that if people fill in the form, then that should happen. If people don't fill in the form, then they remain in bronze, though. But the badge, of course, the badge behind someone's name is just bronze is month 1 of being a member, and then silver is month 2, then gold is 3 to 6 months member, and then after gold, so after 6 months it becomes green, and then after a year it becomes blue. After 2 years I think it's pink, something like that. Yo, Otter's coming in. Alex O Crypto, Mossy 33, welcome guys. Yo Alex, how you doing? Otter gang coming for you. Yo, Otter gang from well, at least head Otter is from Canada. Hope you're doing good, man, Alex. Yo, Mark popping in as well. Luca Zaldana. Now that's a lot of otters, no? Amir G, welcome. Gabriel 108, yeah, still on the cards. This week another all-time high. Possibly working on it, no? Can we count wave 1 complete for Atom? Maybe he's from Ottawa. Yeah. Yeah, what's up, otters? How's your day been, Alex and other otters? How are you guys doing? Question, Atom. Well, of course, Atom, you count from wait, what's this? Support. I don't really have a great count here. A logarithmic chart. 1, 2, 6, 1, 8 touched. In this case, though, like your 2 on a weekly could be finished on top of the 6, 1, 8. And then here you have 1, 2, 3. You still look for a 4 and a 5. So you're still looking for a range and up. Invalidation 6, 1, 8 taken from the low to the high. 5.666. Number of the devil. Wait, I analyzed this. I'll put the timestamp in, doing Atom at like 149. I do have to go soon though, because I got to get my ass to Monaco, guys. Got to go to Monaco. So, hey, 100K, did you see it? Oh, no, wait, my webcam is in front of the number. Oh, well, we did touch it. Here, the number in the corner of the screen cannot be seen by you guys, but... Rahim Khan, good thus far, took along with Alex 99.5, killing it as always. That's what we like to hear. I had along myself... at 98.2 Right, I can my exact 98,201.9. And then I closed fully at the box, and I'm just looking. You know, I hit my target. Was my day trade and short trade, nice amount of profit. So 2.7%. Happy days. And then I just wait for a new opportunity. That was a day trade, not a swing one. Sunny, welcome. Michael Medina, out of the triangle. Getting there. Monaco, very nice. It has nice ice cream next to the tunnel of the F1 race. Okay. Oh wait, yes, I've been there. It's you go out of the tunnel, right, and then you have the chicane. Where the chicane is positioned, that ice cream shop there, I've been there. Yes, I've been there. Not this year. It was last year. And it's a great place. Like, their ice creams are big ice creams. What's the invalidation for the bullish scenario? Taking out the lows at 94.2K. Or if you want to be a bit more precise, then here you are counting 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, highest volume in a 3. So basically changing local market structure would be an invalidation for an impulse, right? Because with these 1, 2s, you are still looking to get 4, 5s later. You don't want price to do this. That would be, that will go against the bullish scenario. And then this count, right? This is counted as a wave 4 in white on the daily. So not in blue. So it increases probabilities, right? If we continue moving up, then we're looking to finish white 5, then get another range in blue 4, and then another push in blue 5. Change the logo of the hoodie yet? The logo of the hoodie is still, I mean, the logo recently got updated slightly, but only when the website is live and we actually get a logo from the designer that also does the website stuff. Because a couple more things are changed, but Jeroen saw the design and he quickly changed some of the things that he did. But eventually, once then the new logo is sent and all the files, then I can also put the new logo on hoodies for giveaways and stuff. Okay, let me be very clear here. If I see one more message, thank you, Mark. Okay, there we go. Very nice. I hate that stuff. So. Of course, if you want something, just ask it once and I'll see it. And if I skip it, then, you know, once I'm talking and I look at chat again, just write it again, you know, a little bit later, but not like spamming that stuff. We all hear Tino's voice. It's the one, yeah, best in Monaco. Yeah, it's great. It's really good. I will slap them for you, Koens. The wet noodle otter slap. With your tail, man. With your tail. Turn around and smack them, you know? The wet noodle otter slap. The Alex O crypto slap. Oh, of course, like, for the ones that don't know, Mr. Alex O crypto, content creator himself. Alex, oh, there we go. Click. And incorporates sometimes a little bit of Elliott ways, but is very strong in other technical analysis and indicators. So check him out. This guy recently, this year, I will only say it till New Year's Eve, but this guy got a little kid this year. Got married this year and grew his YouTube channel as well this year. Nice amount of videos, by the way. So helping people find peace and purpose through crypto trading. And yeah, lots of stuff going on. And this is his grandpa asking questions of going up or down. So yeah. If you like other styles of analysis, check them out. Slipstream, how you doing? Welcome. Have a wonderful time in Monaco, my friend. Safe travel. Thanks, man. Monaco, luckily, it's nearby. It's nearby. Leaving soon. Okay. Wait, let me quickly call my wife here for a second. One second. Oh, I'm getting ignored, everyone. Yeah, it's time for me to go though. Got to go to Monaco. I'm not sure they were still in Nice 30 minutes ago, and then she wrote, "We're about to leave soon." But of course, I don't have I got a new phone and I have no idea how to turn all notifications off on WhatsApp and only on for my wife, which I could do on Android. Probably there's a way. I just haven't figured it out yet. So I don't get any messages. Oh, here she's calling. She's calling. Wifey calling. Wifey calling. Important. Okay, everyone. Sorry, we're trying to get this sorted. I gotta go. Gotta go to my wife, her mom, her sister, and a family friend, and then we're gonna hop in a car and go to Monaco. So I gotta go. So what we did in the live stream is, of course, Bitcoin in the beginning, with the bullish count here on the chart. So that's a new bullish count, like compared to the video of this morning. So that's a WXY with a triangle in a Y here. Doesn't change the probabilities as they remained higher for upside. It's just a small change of the actual count. Then we did the others chart. We did CRO, DOT, Solana, 1 inch, ENA, SUI, spoke about my long trade after SUI, and then Atom. So yeah, a nice amount of coins. And yeah, there you go. No? Thanks everyone for popping in. Thanks for being here. Make sure you trade safe, just as a summary, right? So during the live stream, unfortunately, I didn't have this one in the video. Of course, only thought about this after the video earlier today, which had the bigger triangle and the WXY. And then before the live stream or earlier today, I thought about the potential of A, B, C, D, E, but actually this makes a lot more sense, right? The WXY. So as your bullish count, and yeah, the blue box can now potentially act as support as well, of course. Now, the reason that I started thinking about this is due to the potential of 1-2s here with consistent bullish CVDs. So that made me think about potential for continuation, and therefore I started looking for scenarios where we could end this range. So this is then your bullish scenario. Now for the bulls, it is important to keep market structure intact. So what you could even do is actually put an alarm down here. You don't want to hit it. I can remove these. Am I going to remove them? Yeah, I'm going to remove this one. And then we have this here. I'll keep that one. There we go. So for the bulls, you want to count 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, maybe another one here, but then you look for a 3, and then eventually, of course, a couple of 4, 5s is still to come, right? A triangle, the bigger triangle, is only invalidated if you take out the B high. Mind you that the resistance to the upside is a daily now at 101.174.99 on my Coinbase chart. If you move straight up, take out 102, then this triangle goes out, right? And the WXY, because of time, doesn't have the greatest probabilities. It's just a scenario we have in mind just in case. So yeah, keep an eye on the structure locally. Keep an eye on the volume, price moving up, a bit of volume coming in as well. Want to maintain the structure, which is important. And yeah, happy trading. Well, good stuff. So was a very nice trading day, I'd say. Very, very nice. So yeah, that being said, thanks everyone for being here. Just popping you on my screen here. I'm not a good lip reader. No worries. You won't need to do that too often. So yeah, going to Monaco again. We've been there quite a lot of times already since we moved here. And must see, Monaco is beautiful, and the cars in front of the casino are usually pretty crazy. Yeah, it's great. Absolutely great. So, yo, thanks everyone for, yeah, sorry Tangerine, how it goes, no? Thanks everyone for coming in. Thanks to the otters for jumping in as well. Appreciate it, guys. Trade safe. And tomorrow is going to be another live stream and, of course, another morning update. So let's see what happens on the chart. No, at least you're prepared. Have a good one.